Hail and locally damaging winds will be possible with the strongest storms. There is also a risk for tornadoes with any thunderstorms that develop this afternoon. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm throughout the day. Mostly cloudy with the temperature rising to near 66 by 11 a.m., then falling to around 54 during the remainder of the day. Saturday night, partly cloudy and windy with a low around 36. Sunday, sunny with a high near 61. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 45.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Theater of the absurd.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to Touhyville.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'll juice you up. No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger, ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass has a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rush on shore, don't get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened out at the OT show. It's a rock and roll. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Oh, welcome to Touhyville for the 6th day of March, 2026. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy, joining me for all the fun. Back from Washington, D.C., Cheryl Touhy, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. Good.
Good to have you back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good trip.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah?
Like I mean, this is exciting. This is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to jam it all into the first segment. You know what I mean? Because we got the show, but
yeah.
But just like summarize the feeling of going to Washington, meeting with leaders,
senators,
being in Washington D.C. with all this stuff going on. Mm-hmm. I mean, in the world and being at the heart of it,
Yeah. So it was the first time in a very long time that I was afraid to travel.
Okay.
Because everything happened on the eve of me leaving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There was increased security, obviously, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to the airport, all I could think about is the TSA people have been working without pay for at least probably 2 months.
And I guess I didn't realize that when you talked about it, because I remember when things got shut down, I thought it got worked out. I guess I just don't pay enough attention,
The budget, they're holding back to come to an agreement on ICE.
Got it.
So because of the non-funding of ICE, they're in a disagreement. And so that,
gotcha.
they're part of that whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, I haven't processed it all yet. It's impossible to process.
Mm-hmm.
It moves so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like our appointments are 15 minutes. And thank God for all the coaching that I got because, so the Indiana Broadcasters Association is vital to the radio industry.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a great association.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say we had 30 representatives there.
Okay.
To give you an idea, Illinois, I think, had 4.
Oh, wow.
Ohio, so there were just different delegations,
mm-hmm.
but when the Indiana Broadcasters Association, Captain Dave Arlen, and Katie, when they do something, they're like, no, we are serious about this. Not that anybody isn't serious about it, but we have to have a showing. We have to make sure that we're on top of what our issues are. Some of the issues have been going on for 3 years, to give you an idea of how long it takes to get something passed on the floor. So for me to come in as a newbie when all the hard work is done, was just an incredible experience to see my peers at other stations who have been there for longer or who are on the board, speaking so eloquently, to make sure that media broadcasting stays around, obviously with the rights, the media rights, AM in all vehicles. So yeah, it was overwhelmingly important. So then you kind of get nervous because you're like, okay, I better do a good job. And God always comes through, because you just go, okay, I'm nervous, so help me to be good at this. So yeah, so I don't want to smash all of it into one thing, but I can tell you that the first time I opened my mouth was really impactful, and surprised me at the reaction, because what I said I was proudest about was that I volunteer at the food pantry, Good Samaritan Food Pantry, and how that our area that need has quadrupled in 5 years. And so and what that service has done, and to have a senator stop everything to dig deeper, and then make sure I have cell phone numbers and make the connections so that if there are grants that they're missing, he can help me, was mind-blowing, so that it affected the rest of the trip for me. Because that wasn't, quote, supposed to happen.
Right, that wasn't part of it.
It was an introduction of, it was a quickie where we went around the room, who we are, what we're proud of, who we are, what we're proud of, who we are, and so many good things in this industry. I mean, it wasn't just our stations that are doing things to promote the community and helping through advertising campaigns and making sure those spots are scheduled in the right places. I know sometimes you and I, it's not a matter of, I don't know that it's ego, where we just are like, I wonder if people know all that goes into this, because it's not just put this thing on for free and we're the producers. You're looking at the writers, the producers, the sound, the music, all of it, all within that same budget. So that when people say, shop local, we are part of shop local. So, yeah, it was just, but then going there made me see how much appreciation there is for our industry and what we go through.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just, it all knocked me out from being upgraded to some monster suite apartment where, I mean, me and the guys that were bringing in my, we had room service and stuff just because things started and we had to eat and all this stuff. It was hilarious because I was just like little old me in the palace.
Right.
I'm like, all right, they stuck me in the Taj Mahal.
Right. Yeah. I was telling some of the stories last week about, the giant bathroom that you had, that inside the glass shower wall was a shower with a bathtub next to it. Like, it was
tub,
like
spritzers, pressure guards and stuff, a thing so that if I wanted to read in my magazines while in the bubble bath, I could do that too.
Oh yeah.
Brushes, name it. It was in this thing, all in marble. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was afraid to to move.
Yeah.
But they thought of everything. The
Mhm.
salamander was just, I mean, it was just an amazing property.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So I was in, and then of course, Katie, had set me up because I'm new to this. Like, so Katie from the Indiana Broadcasters Association, who's done this forever,
Mhm.
I said, she goes, well, Floriana, I'm like, I moved to 6, I was moved to 6.
Mhm.
And I said, you kind of got to see this room because it's all that in a bag of chips. And I guess they upgraded me. She goes, what? I've never been upgraded. I got to see this room. She's like, how do you get an apartment the first time you show up?
I mean, it was crazy looking. Yeah.
And the guy said this. He said, I think you're going to love your room.
You
and
think?
I said, yeah. He goes, I upgraded you. I go, how does that happen? He goes, you're very funny. I said, what? He goes, you're just very funny. And I can tell you have a good heart. So I want you to really enjoy your stay.
Oh my gosh.
When I checked out, I go, I really enjoyed my stay.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, can we rent this place? Because
Right.
I'd like to bring Steve here one time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable.
Yeah, no exaggeration. It was
an
like an apartment. You first called me and you said, I've never been in a hotel with 2 bathrooms. And I'm like, okay. Like,
I'm like, what kind
how
of room
big
is
is
a
it,
guest bathroom?
Yeah. But yeah, you walk in and just like a regular hotel, there was a bathroom and then there was a living room.
There was a
There
wet
was a
bar.
whole living
I had
room.
my own wet bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on in. I could pour you drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you had your bedroom, which was like a normal hotel bedroom, but bigger.
Yeah.
And then
With
both
a walk-in
had big screen
closet.
TVs with a walk-in closet with a separate separate and everything for
And
getting
then
ready
a walkout porch where we could sit.
Yeah,
So then I
balcony,
did, I cheated before we started that one day and was able to like get
Yeah.
15 minutes in there with you. So yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
it was
was-
just, it was glorious. The whole thing was just a
Mhm.
knockout, I
Yeah.
mean, and then of course to celebrate everything, we had a big dinner at the end and
So
I
cool.
had 3,000-year-old like cognac,
Mhm.
which I'm not even a drinker to begin
Right.
with,
Right.
but I expected it to go down like a blowtorch
Mhm.
and it was so smooth
Mhm.
that I was like calm the rest of the night and just went off to La La Land,
Mhm. Yeah.
But it was really funny because our guy was like, okay, so you're not really a drinker. And I said, no. He goes, go very slow. Sip, sip, put it down.
Mhm.
Sip, sip, put it down.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I said, well, what's the worst that could happen? I said, you come with me in my Uber and then you carry me up 6 flights of stairs and
Sure.
plop me in bed, tuck me in with my little teddy bear and
Uh-huh.
then leave.
Right. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. So it was just it sounded like it was just
Yeah,
a
it was.
blast.
It was.
I want you guys to know I haven't even heard the stories yet. She got home yesterday
No.
at like 4:00 and I haven't heard the stories yet.
Yeah, my
So
brain
looking
would
forward
not
to this
work.
weekend. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
what a whirlwind, wonderful opportunity. I've been asked back, so that's
Mhm.
kind of cool,
That's exciting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Very cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I'll do even better,
Yeah.
smoother.
Right, but
Whatever.
but it's never the same as the first time. Like it's like
Mm-mm.
Vegas, it's like it was never.
No.
It'll be great, but it won't be like the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, for sure.
today is Alamo Day, Dress in Blue Day. I'm sure that has something to do with something, some representing something.
I always miss those memos.
Well,
Can I
we
tell
said
you,
we were
like,
going to look at them ahead of
somewhere I
time,
guess
and then we
there's blue
don't.
in
Dress in Blue Day dedicated to the fight to end colorectal cancer.
Mm.
So it's always when there's dressed in some color, it represents something. Middle name Pride Day. It's fine, I mean, my middle name is after my grandpa, so that's the pride I have there, I suppose. But
Now, was he alive when?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, he was my mom's dad.
Because I can tell you that. So Evie,
Mm-hmm.
my Savannah's third child, is Evelyn Renee, and I'm Cheryl Renee.
Right.
And when that happened, I sobbed.
Yeah.
I just thought, what an honor. Which now I kind of understand that whole thing.
Sure.
Because when my kids were born, my parents were very big into, what are you going to name them? What are you going to name them? And I told you about Harley. She was
Right.
like, no. And so
Right.
she called her Haley for like the first month.
Right.
But now I get it because it's very honoring.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've all 4 times she was pregnant, I said, have you thought about Steve? Everyone laughs. It's not that funny.
Right. No. There's jokey time. That wasn't jokey time.
I think it could fit. Day of unplugging. Well, we could have gone that with a bold question. You think you could unplug for a day, for a whole day, for a 24-hour period?
Okay, so does unplug mean just? To me, unplugging is relaxing. Does that mean like no cell phones? Is that what they're talking about? Like no tech?
I would think, yeah.
I don't know if I could do it.
What do we do before the computers, internet, smartphones? How much natural beauty and connection to others do we miss because of these things? National Day of Unplugging. We forego technology like cell phones and computers to renew our spiritual and personal lives by connecting with each other, loved ones, and our communities. So
I like it. Isn't it National Appreciation Day? Employee Appreciation Day? Too?
I was going to get there.
Okay. Sorry.
National Day of Unplugging, by the way, is the creation of Reboot, a nonprofit organization that aims to reinvent cultures, traditions, and rituals of Jewish life.
What?
Yeah. So that's who came up with Unplugging Day.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
I missed
that memo too.
Right.
I'm not in blue and I haven't unplugged.
Right. National Dentist Day.
Shout out to Dr. Ayler.
Yeah.
Love him. When I tell you I'm afraid of the dentist for good reason, I'm afraid of dentists for good reason.
Yeah.
And he's the gentle giant.
Yeah. We're fans of Dr. Drone and Dr. Ayler.
I left out Dr. Drone. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. National Dress Day. We should all do it. Because if you didn't, people would be like, put some clothes on.
You're right. You should do. Right. Or some like screaming, some like.
Right. Yeah. That's what if someone didn't dress day, you can honk at them.
Right.
Oreo Cookie Day, Frozen Food Day, Speech and Debate Education Day, National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day.
Did you have debate when you were in school?
Not really. We did it as a little part of speech class, but we didn't really have a separate like debate class.
Did you love it?
Yes.
Speech?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the few classes that I got an A in, because most of the classes for me in school were a lot of D's, a lot of F's.
Really?
I was a terrible student. Yep.
See, and for me, we didn't even start English till 1:00 in the afternoon. And it quit like at about 12 for lunch. But so the whole morning, it started with prayer and then it went into Bible and stuff. And because the Bible is written in such a language, that's what I love the most about the Bible. Because God could have just said, y'all wear blue today. I'd appreciate it if you were, if you all looked like robots and this is the way things go. And what I mean is this, but he didn't. He gave it and he went, okay, now chew on it. Like, what do you think I mean by these things? Which I love.
Yeah.
So every one of my classes, none of my Hebrew classes were in like desks and lines. It was all circle for the most part. Except on test day. And it was all like getting into the nitty gritty of stuff. So some days it would be one passage and it would be like, what do we mean by remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy? 6 days you work, the 7th day rest. What's it mean to rest? We all sleep for 24 hours. How do we honor God that way? Like, what does he mean by that?
Right.
Or it could just be like a story. No. But every time you read, you're like, like, why is this language used? Why is, and the entire Hebrew Bible is surrounded by the commentators of the Bible, like the famous commentators, Rashi, Ramban. So like Nachmanides, Maimonides, like so it's all surrounding the text. And sometimes the text is this big and all the commentary to explain it is like this big.
Yeah.
So we grew up from the time we were this young, Like, ask the questions.
So
questions.
So I think I probably would have thrived or done better in school in that kind of environment. We actually talked about it on Dr. Nikki this week. That I, we explored, going back into our core wounds or our core issues, and we started going back into that time for me. And I realized I never cared about grades. It was, I wanted to get grades for my parents, like, to not disappoint them. But I didn't care about the grades. I did care about discussions in class, symbolism, reading, all I kept hearing through all of grammar school, and then maybe a little into high school, was, you're not going to your potential, because they do those.
Right? Could you imagine what I hate that line,
because they were doing all those like aptitude tests and stuff like that, and I would go off the charts on those, and then I would get to class and I would get D's and F's, and they're like, the math isn't mathing, and I'm like, I didn't know then, I know now. I was bored out of my mind. That had nothing to. It had nothing to do to spark my brain. I could sit and do math for 6 hours. I could sit and do, phonics or English or whatever, and for hours, but it didn't spark my brain. A discussion, and again, it would bring attention to me and things like that. So that's for another day. But
it's amazing. I mean, how far we've come, I think. Like, I was talking to someone about trade schools and the importance of like St. Joe's and all they're doing. And that, thank God, there are people who want to learn plumbing. There are people who want to learn this or that trade, or a hairstylist, or, I mean, my parents shut me down. I went to New York and I wanted to go to beauty school. And I didn't tell them, but I applied and got accepted. And they went, no, not on our dime. You don't. Because it just was like, oh, like, what do you mean? Oh, I mean, so just be the best at what it is that you want to do. But being dishonest about it, or saying, oh, I need to be a doctor. Doctors need to be doctors. We need doctors. We also need garbage men. We also need, we need managers of fast food chains. We need drivers. We need an awful lot of things in the world. And if you're going to do something, do your best, because there's no point in doing it any other way. But I think that school used to be, everybody needed to be the same, which I think I benefit from the fact that doing the religious part of it was discussional. Like, it wasn't like 2 + 2 is 4, Mine was morals, ethics. What does God want? How does God love?
I think I would have gotten more into that and flourish more with that. And last but by no means least, as Cheryl already shared, it's Employee Appreciation Day.
Yep.
So
yay. I saw Jasper County Community Services put their whole picture of everybody on there, and I was like, I thought that was great. They're so good there.
We were going to do that here, but it would have gone on a 2x2 square. So
here,
it was.
I'll just find a picture of us at dinner, and
no, we've got more than us, though.
Right?
Yeah. So I mean, but Employee Appreciation Day. It's funny because we are a small staff, but the people that are here, they do it. You've got you and I, and I do include myself in that, because I'm an owner, but I'm a full-time employee. So we've got you and I. We've got Scotty, who has really stepped up since Chris left in September.
I would like to call him Scotty, but deadly, because he's quiet, but
he gets stuff
done, and he takes initiative, which I value beyond when people take initiative. Hey, I saw this thing and I thought I'd do I hope that's okay. Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we of course have Russ Martin,
Yeah.
And Frank Sprankle. Now, those are the official employees of Touhyville Media, and then we have the sports guys who are independent workers. But we've got John, we've got George, we've got Ed, we've got Noah, and we have Jeff. So Jeff Marlowe, Noah Ayler handle the football for the Bombers. We've got John Sherbet, who joins Frank. And on multiple games, basketball for KV, Rensselaer does football for KV with Frank, and the two of them have incredible chemistry.
Yeah.
And as much as I care and appreciate for Frank, he is a special kind of person, and John is able to connect with that. So, and then you have George Hardebeck and Ed Robeson, who not only work at Benton Central, but then also cover all their football and basketball games. So we appreciate all the employees of Touhyville Media. So, all right, let's take a break, because I know this is going to shock people. Cheryl's back and we're behind.
Okay, so were you behind the whole week?
Not the whole week.
Okay.
It was, I'm going to take a break and explain. Okay. It went exactly as I expected it to.
Or do you think it's the chair?
It's not the chair.
And
I'll tell you why.
Because I heard Dave cheated on the pizza quiz.
On the pizza quiz, right?
So I think there's something in my cushion.
Right? He didn't sit on your cushion. We switched out the chair.
Oh, you did? So okay, so it's not the chair. Wah, wah.
But I had a theory going into the week on what days I would be on time, and it came to fruition. So, and I know I'm in control of it, but I'm not. So I'm going to explain that when we come back. So stick around.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brooke, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Hello.
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. And if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance. All 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text MORE to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text MORE to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text MORE to 797979. That's MORE to 797979.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. The National Weather Service has declared a dense fog advisory now in effect until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning. Visibility is 1/4 mile or less in our listening areas. If driving, slow down, use your headlights, and leave plenty of distance ahead of you. Cloudy and windy with gusts of 30 miles per hour and a high near 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 61. Some of these thunderstorms may become severe late this afternoon into the evening hours in Jasper, Benton, and Newton counties. Large hail and locally damaging winds will be possible with the strongest storms. There is also a risk for tornadoes with any thunderstorms that develop this afternoon. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm throughout the day. Mostly cloudy with the temperature rising to near 66 by 11 a.m., then falling to around 54 during the remainder of the day. Saturday night, partly cloudy and windy with a low around 36. Sunday, sunny with a high near 61. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 45.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Hey, everybody, this is John Schneider, and you are listening to Touhyville with Steve and Cheryl.
Is it Friday yet? That's part of my job here as host, is to tell you what day of the week it is.
My favorite day of the week is
Friday.
What day is today? Friday. You know what that means?
I want to be a DJ.
You do?
Woo! Let's go to work.
But boss, it's Friday.
Of course. It's freaking Friday.
It is Friday. Everybody got big plans for the weekend?
A fantastic show.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steven Show with you here, having fun on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. We appreciate it. Got to make sure we mention we've got some schools on 2-hour delay this morning. Lots of heavy, dense fog. You heard in Cheryl's forecast there. Extreme fog today. We've got some schools on 2-hour delay. Kankakee Valley, Rensselaer Central, North Newton, South Newton, Tri-County, West Central, North White, and DeMott Christian on 2-hour delay. If you didn't hear your school, check with them. These are the schools that we have heard from and know that they are on 2-hour delay, but your school might not have gotten in touch with us. So just make sure you double check before sending the kiddos out to the bus. Also got to mention our friends over at the Fountain Stone Theater. Oh, by the way, delays brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com, find out about high-speed internet, phone service, and television service, all there on nitco.com. Got to mention Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. They've got movies all the way through the weekend for you, Wednesday through the weekend, every week at fountainstonetheaters.com. You can find out more about what they've got going on there at the Fountain Stone Theater. All right, so so many things like to get to. I'm glad you're back. I'm excited that you're here. So my theory was, no, I am. So my theory was that you came from sales and have now come into the broadcasting but didn't come from a broadcasting background. You were kind of thrust into this. You were filling in for a while, and then took over the show, and you have your slot over there.
Correct.
And there's things that you do to contribute to the show, but a lot of it is the talking part, the personality, the chemistry, not the focus on when do we take commercial breaks, when does this have to get done, what buttons do we have to push, that kind of stuff. Tony comes from a comedy background, and when he worked at the radio station with me in Kankakee, he was in sales and would come in once in a while and do a thing or talk about a show or something like that. But again, not keeping the train on the tracks and things like that. So my theory was that the 2 days with him, we would be behind because of chit-chattiness and stuff. And I'm here. Everyone always says, well, you're the one that's in control of it. You can stop it. Absolutely.
It's not so smooth to stop. So I was in a senator's office, and it turned out with all the security, we had to, we were late to we had to shift and run and opposite ends of the universe through tunnels and stairs and all of it. So right in the middle of a senator asking me a question, I said, I'm answering. I had just started, and she goes, Cheryl's got to go right now. She's got to go meet with and I'm like, oh, I was like, I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die. I was like, they asked me a question. Okay. And I had to get up, gather my things, and go flying through the hallways to go to the next meeting. Right. It's not easy to do that smoothly without shaking things up. I'm just saying, because I was like, and what just happened?
And here's what's so funny, because you were telling me that story.
Oh,
and you were thrown off by it, and because in my head I'm going, because you're like, and really, believe me, I wasn't going long. I wasn't talking. I wasn't, and in my head I thought it's possible that you were, but it's
what a booger.
No,
because we were.
I understand. You have 15 minutes. You were told, and then you have to get to your next appointment, which only has 15 minutes.
Right.
Because and it's set up. It's not like this where it's like, oh, we went a little long and we'll take the commercial break. No, there's another group behind you ready to meet with that senator,
right?
Or another veterans group, or another, farmers in charge of cauliflower or something. There's there's always something. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you are 5 minutes late, now your meeting is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to screw the next person. And that's what used to happen when we used to do these radio media blitzes. Like, we'd get somebody from an NBC show, like we'd get, Nate Cordry, who we loved. But they would tell us, you have 10 minutes because the show after you gets 10 minutes. The show before you gets 10 minutes. And I used to get so mad because I was the point of contact, and they'd reach out and go, we ran a little long with each of them, so we're going to cut you to 7 minutes. And I would go, time out. That's what, why are we making up for everybody? Like, I don't know what to tell you. We got our 10 minutes time slot,
right.
So, but it's funny because I like interviewing people, and their agenda is to get the promotion out about their show on NBC. I always wanted one of those liners. So I would do a stopwatch, and at about 6 minutes, I would go, okay, well, I know everybody else is taking up all of our time, so we got to let you go. But before we let you go, we'd like to get a line. I was like, I'm getting the liner no matter what. The only one that, because they'll cut you up, the person will just hit the button and they're gone, and the only one that happened with, who then came back and spent 5 minutes with me doing liners after all the interviews were done, was the guy who does SpongeBob.
Oh,
because they were moving him along, because
cool.
I wanted him to do liners for the kids back then, and So, so anyway, my theory was that I would be late with Tony. I'd be on time when I'm by myself because it's talking to me. I'm like, it doesn't go off the rails and chit chat. And then Dave, who comes from a broadcasting standpoint, and has done shows himself, I figured we'd be on time. And most of the show we were on time yesterday with him. So
if you got me a digital clock that was in my face and you told me we break here, here, and here.
Right.
But since I don't know from that and I do know how to talk, then that's really where I go.
But it's also, it's like you said, there's no reason to cut off a story. Like it's not cut and dry. Like, you know, so to cut off a story in order to get to the break, I mean, you know, we always make sure we take care of our sponsors and all that stuff, you know. I mean, it flies in the morning. It really does. Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So I'm going to quickly just mention our poll question from yesterday. We just did a simple, what was your plan for dinner last night? Cook at home, take out, go out to dinner, leftovers, or whatever we decide is easy later. 66% of people said cook at home on a Thursday night. 18% said leftovers. 9% said whatever we decide is easy later on. 5% said go out to dinner, and 2% said takeout.
See, and I would have liked it to have been rephrased as what's your preference?
Okay.
Do you prefer leftovers like the quickie deal? Do you prefer to cook at home or do you prefer to go out?
Listen, Madam Senator, you can't
you can't be Senator pretend.
You can't be off gallivanting with all the Washington people and all the hobnobbing and the rubbing of elbows with all the powerful people and tell me how I'm supposed to do the poll question while you're gone. You can't have both, okay? Yeah. Tanya got specific on what they were doing: tater tot casserole, steamed corn, and lettuce salad with veggies. And Piper said salad and some leftover coleslaw. So they some of them got specific on what they were doing for dinner. So, all right. And our poll question for today also very simple. This weekend we got to move our clocks ahead, so we lose an hour. So you thought you were retired before. Now we're taking an hour away from you while you're home.
Great.
Yeah. Do you feel more tired when we do the time change? So hop on to our Facebook page, the Q 98 Gold and Touhyville, and let us know if you feel any more tired when you have to do your when we do the time change. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, get into what's happening, and then we'll just we'll chit chat and take it up to the top of the hour. So nobody go anywhere.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
When you think of diamonds, what comes to mind?
Getting engaged?
Your wedding day?
A favorite anniversary. Diamonds tend to be associated with special memories. The next time you hear the word diamonds, you need to think of Vierk's Fine Jewelry.
At Vierk's, we have the area's largest and finest selection featuring hundreds of in-stock certified diamonds, all shapes and sizes and specializing in a carat and larger.
And our prices and quality will meet or exceed anyone's from the mall to the internet to even New York's Diamond District.
And for true expertise, Vierk's has Lafayette's only GIA graduate gemologist in residence, along with the area's only, and we do mean only, USPAP compliant jewelry appraiser.
Let Vierk's help make any occasion shine with the perfect diamond for your individual taste, style, and budget.
If you're serious about a diamond and serious about saving money, then you need to visit Vierk's Fine Jewelry. Seriously.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Vierks.com.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till-To-Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We have to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course in DeMott specializes in American comfort food. Looking to get your day off to a great start? Then look no further than SP19's breakfast menu, packed with mouth-watering omelets, breakfast sandwiches, along with all-American classics like steak and eggs, biscuits and gravy, fluffy pancakes, and waffles just waiting for you and your appetite. SP19 American Kitchen at Sandy Pines Golf Course, 231 DeMott.
When your car isn't running right, you need someone you can trust to get you back on the road. That's why drivers around Jasper County count on Paul's Auto Repair. From routine maintenance and oil changes to brakes, tires, and general auto repair, Paul's team works on all makes and models to keep your vehicle running safely and reliably. And if you're stuck on the side of the road, Paul's also offers towing to get you where you need to go. Call Paul's Auto Repair today at 219-866-9000. That's 219-866-9000. Or stop by Paul's Auto Repair in Rensselaer and get back on the road with confidence.
Jane Dawson did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With the money she saved, she got herself a pricey bird feeder with an ultra-high-def camera. Should Jane have just bought a regular bird feeder? Yes. Is it hard for her to admire nature when the camera doubles as the bird's potty? Also, yes. But it's Jane's savings, and if she wants to spend her time watching the digestive habits of the white-breasted nuthatch, we say you go, girl. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-887-1010. That's 800-887-1010.
Kentland Classic Rock lives here. 97.7 FM WLQI. The Q.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Kevin Matthews, and you don't know who I am, but you do know who Cheryl and Steve are. They live in Hooterville or somethingville. Anyways, it's a made-up place, and you're in it, and they're the hosts. Have a good morning.
Exactly. What is this?
It's the freaking weekend.
You know what it is?
Yeah. It's feeling like a Friday for sure. All right. Today is one of my favorite days.
Thank God it's TGIF.
Really? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Are we live?
Count it down. Go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let the show begin. Welcome into Touhyville. Not Hooterville. Not whateverville. It's Touhyville. We're hanging out, having fun on a Friday morning. Cheryl is back from Washington, D.C. Coming up in the next hour or so, we got lots of stories from your D.C. trip. We'll kind of go through it and see how things went. Portion of the show today brought to us by Supercuts. Visit Supercuts in Rensselaer on Mondays and Tuesdays. $19 haircuts, and every day in Rensselaer you got $10 off color. So. Find out more at Supercuts in Rensselaer. You can go like them on Facebook. Also, if you're a stylist looking for a gig, visit jobs.supercuts.com. Also, got to mention our friends over at Steve's Specialized Services in Rensselaer on 231. Check out their Honest Abe's log home showroom. that is filled with bad boy mowers, bandits, and tractors. Find out all about the great deals that they have on 2025s and 2026 models, up to $2,500 off. Find out at Steve Specialized Services in Rensselaer on 231 or stevespecialized.com. Go and like them on Facebook as well. All right, so many things that that we got to get into from your trip. I can't wait to just dive into it because I want to go like day by day through it. And I know you said it was just such a whirlwind,
right?
Such a fun time. That it was fun. It was busy. It was work. It was, and I know, like we talk about your fancy hotel and stuff like that, but you guys went there with a purpose and a meaning. So it's really exciting.
Yeah.
That that you were able to be a part of that, and I'm so glad for you. So I think that's something that's going to stick with you. Like I said, your first time when you get to go it's like me in Vegas. It's all like, so, wow. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you just don't. Yeah.
It's like you said, you're in the West Wing. Like, I mean, you weren't actually in the West Wing, but I mean, the TV show, like, like when you took the picture driving by of the White House, you took a selfie in front of the Capitol.
Right.
You guys took a group picture.
We did a video where it was We Are Broadcasters, which was great too.
Where's that at?
It's on, I thought it was up on, it was so hard because we all had this massive text thing going and everyone's throwing pictures in there.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to see it, but you're also walking down the street and you're flying to your next appointment. And yeah. So it was all like on.
No,
like fast forward.
I get it.
Yeah.
I wanted to get the clip of you being on the show that day up as a reel and couldn't even do that in 2 days. Cause it's just, and I'm not even in Washington. I'm just here, but things just went. And then I even tried to do it. I tried to maneuver a way to do it on my phone and it wouldn't let me do it. I was like, and I was like, I was already in bed at that point. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get out of bed to go get the computer on. And, and it was just like, it was coming up on Thursday already. I was like, I'm just going to bed. It just flies. But it's like, because I thought it was so neat that you jumped in from your balcony. And I want you to see the video because it was so funny, because it looked like a movie, like the steam was coming off your mouth while you were talking. And I thought it was really cool. So, all right. So I posted a video yesterday promising Tales from DC, and that's what we're going to get to in the next hour. We're going to have we're going to dive through Cheryl's trip and find out when she's moving to Washington, because a lot of people don't realize she is actually taking over Homeland Security. That's why Kristi Noem got fired. Cheryl was in Washington, and it just happened.
No, thank you. Nope.
I did think about having some fun with that, because one year during the Olympics, I think they were in Korea, in Seoul. Chrissy happened to take off. She took a family vacation and went out of town. So every day on the show, I kept saying that she was at the Olympics and she was doing, but I was so outlandish. I was saying she was doing, figure skating. She was training the whoever's, the gymnastics or whatever. Somebody in her family called her. She got multiple calls going, "Are you at the Olympics?" So I was afraid to start fun rumors about you while you were gone. I did talk about that. It was going to be the first time ever they've actually changed the politics, and that you're actually running for vice president. Like, they're going to vote on vice president separate this year.
Sure.
This time. Yeah. So I was like, you're running separate. It's like, yeah. So, all right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got Frank with sports, Find the Big Deal, and then Tales from DC with Cheryl. Stick around.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
This check of news brought to us by the Nice Law Firm. Visit nicelawfirm.com. Here's Russ Martin.
Rensselaer's Redevelopment Commission purchased the property at the corner of Cullen and Clark Street just off Highway 114, and the partially built structure that was there has been raised. They will be selling this piece of ground. Mayor Jeff Phillips has more information.
They purchased that with the idea of eventually selling that piece of property to someone else who would like to see some commercial development in that area. We're looking for someone who's interested in building there that to be utilized for business purposes.
If you have questions, Mayor Phillips said,
contact the building commissioner's office at 219-866-2311. If they have any questions about the property itself, we're going to accept bids on this property and we'll open them up at our April 6th Rensselaer Redevelopment Commission meeting.
To view the city legal notice about the property, go to cityofrensselaerin.com and scroll down to the recent news section. In a follow-up stories about the death of Denise Baird, wife of 4th District Congressman Jim Baird, one source stated that in the crash the couple were in on January 5th, the driver of the second vehicle was blamed for what took place in the report, but was not cited or charged with a crime. Mrs. Baird was in the hospital for a week before being dismissed, and her family said that she had been continuing to recover. The incident took place in West Virginia as the Bairds were driving back to Washington, D.C. A law enforcement official said their investigation did not reveal anything more than an accident had taken place. A crash report stated the second vehicle that was passing the Baird SUV cut in front of their vehicle, causing the SUV to enter the median and become airborne, with one witness saying the vehicle flipped 4 times. Mrs. Baird, who was driving, needed to be extricated. Weather and alcohol were ruled out as being a cause of what took place. Governor Mike Braun honored Indiana University football coach Curt Cignetti for his inspirational leadership and service to the state of Indiana with the 2026 Sachem Award, Indiana's highest honor. The governor also awarded every member of the undefeated 2025 championship-winning Indiana Hoosiers football team with the Sagamore of the Wabash, accepted by Coach Cignetti and IU President Pamela Whitten. The Sachem Award is reserved for individuals who have profoundly shaped Indiana through character, leadership, and service. Only one such award is presented by the governor per year. Indiana Department of Transportation has announced there will be overnight lane closures on I-65 between State Road 14 or the Fair Oaks exit and US 231, the Remington exit, starting on or after Monday, March 9th. The left lane of I-65 will be closed in each direction during the overnight hours of 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Central Time through mid-April. These lane closures are for median work to install maintenance of traffic items for future phases of construction in the area. Construction will be ongoing through late fall and will include the following projects: bridge superstructure replacement at the Yeoman Ditch south of Highway 114, bridge deck overlays on County Road 1000 West and Buncombe Road, and pipelining at the ramp from Highway 114 to southbound I-65. The County Road 1000 West and County Road 600 South bridges over I-65 will mean the roadway will close during work in those locations, with local detours posted. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Need trusted legal help in Indiana? The Nice Law Firm has been fighting for Hoosiers since 1992 in family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, real estate, business law, and more. And now, Ned Totter, longtime Rensselaer attorney, has joined the Nice Law Firm as they expand to Jasper and the surrounding counties. With decades of success in injury, family, real estate, and criminal matters, Ned's local know-how strengthens an already powerful team. Whether you're facing a tough legal fight or planning for the future, the attorneys at the Nice Law Firm are there to guide you with skill, compassion, and results you can trust. Contact the Nice Law Firm at nicelawfirm.com or call 317-NICE-LAW.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
95-year-old Robert Sear of Wheatfield passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Friday, March 6th from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Funeral services for Robert Sear will follow immediately at 11 a.m. Friday, with Pastor Brett Sekoyak officiating. Interment will follow at Calumet Park Cemetery, Merrillville at 1 o'clock. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. 84-year-old Alan Fleming of Rensselaer passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 7th, from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Alan Fleming will follow at noon Central on Saturday, with Pastor Jeff Seeger officiating. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 71-year-old Ron Christensen of Morocco passed away on February 25th. The family of Ron Christensen is planning a celebration of life open house on Saturday, March 7th from 2 until 8 p.m. at 839 East 250 North, Morocco. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. The National Weather Service has declared a dense fog advisory now in effect until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning. Visibility is 1/4 mile or less in our listening areas. If driving, slow down, use your headlights, and leave plenty of distance ahead of you. Cloudy and windy with gusts of 30 miles per hour and a high near 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 61. Some of these thunderstorms may become severe late this afternoon into the evening hours in Jasper, Benton, and Newton counties. Large hail and locally damaging winds will be possible with the strongest storms. There is also a risk for tornadoes with any thunderstorms that develop this afternoon. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm throughout the day. Mostly cloudy with the temperature rising to near 66 by 11 a.m., then falling to around 54 during the remainder of the day. Saturday night, partly cloudy and windy with a low around 36. Sunday, sunny with a high near 61. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 45.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant Good Friday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprankle. The IHSAA tournament in boys basketball reaches the semifinal round of sectional play tonight. Games with area interest in Class 3A Sectional 18. Kankakee Valley goes up against host Hanover Central. It's a game you can hear on 97.7 The Q. Pregame around 7:15 p.m. Central. Tip-off tentatively scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Central or shortly after the first game between River Force and Lowell. In Class 2A Sectional 37 at Delphi, it's Rensselaer Central taking on Western Boone on Bear Country 104.5 FM and 1560 AM. Pregame around 4:45 p.m. Central. Tip-off 5 p.m. Central. Then afterwards, it's Benton Central tipping off with North Montgomery. You can hear it on 98 Gold. Pregame around 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 6:15 p.m. Central, with tip-off tentatively scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central. Elsewhere at Caston in Class 1A Sectional 50, Tri-County takes on West Central, followed by DeMont Christian against host Caston. At the Kankakee Valley boys basketball, recently the Northwest Crossroads Conference naming their all teams for the season. For the Cougars, senior Zach Mikosh and junior Luke Earhart were named second team all conference. Senior Matt Rose earned all conference honorable mention. To news involving girls high school basketball, yesterday the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association released their all-state teams. Rensselaer Central had 3 players honored, with Cammie Rowland selected as senior small school all-state. Lady Bombers junior Cordy Matthew was named underclass small school all-state, and teammate Brody Racky named senior honorable mention all-state. Benton Central also had named as underclass small school all-state junior McKenna Yangden, and from Kankakee Valley, junior Olivia Adams earned underclass honorable mention all-state. NFL, the speculation of a DJ Moore trade reached its conclusion yesterday. The Bears shipping the star wide receiver after 3 years with the team to the Buffalo Bills, plus a 5th-round draft pick. In turn, the Bears received Buffalo's 2nd-round draft pick. Then last night, the Bears released linebacker Tremaine Edmonds, saving up $15 million in cap space space. However, the Bears will pay a $2.5 million dead cap space charge. Edmonds departs the Bears after 3 seasons. NBA, positive start to the Bulls' 5-game Western road trip, outlasting the Phoenix Suns last night, 105-103. Bulls led by Colin Sexton, a game-high 30 points. Pacers on the court tonight in the second of a 4-game Western road trip have the Los Angeles Lakers. Pacers, who have lost 7 straight, enter play at 15-47, tied with the Brooklyn Nets for the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Women's college basketball yesterday, Indiana bows out of the Big Ten tournament at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, losing in second-round action to Ohio State, 83-59. Staying in the Big Ten tournament at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, also in second-round play, Illinois squeezes by Michigan State, 71-69. To the ACC tournament in Duluth, Georgia, Notre Dame advances 69-54 winners over Miami in the second round of the tournament. Valparaiso remains winless on the season at 0-30, falling 83-63 at home to Belmont. Indiana State ends their regular season with a home loss to Northern Iowa, 92-73. On the road, Illinois State defeated by Drake, 73-55. Men's college basketball yesterday, the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament in St. Louis, a tight one in quarterfinal play, which witnessed Valparaiso edging out Indiana State, 63-62. MLB Cactus League spring training in Arizona, White Sox fall 12-3 to the Cleveland Guardians in Glendale yesterday, while in Mesa yesterday, the Cubs topped the Arizona Diamondbacks 8-1. NHL Blackhawks return to the United Center tonight, dropping the puck with the Vancouver Canucks. For the Blackhawks, they have not played on home ice since February 2nd. And that's a look at your sports for this Friday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Let's play Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price today on Boondele salads on sale at Strachan Van Til. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on those salads. You'll be entered in for a chance to win a $50 gift card from Strachan Van Til and Touhyville. Good luck.
Welcome to guided meditation. Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly with nationwide 5G because Cricket is on the AT&T network. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. For service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-517-9414 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-517-9414. That's 800-517-9414. What do you have to lose? Call 800-517-9414. Again, 800-517-9414.
Congratulations to Kim in Rensselaer. She knew that the Boondele salads are on sale. It's just fun to say Boondele. Boondele salads are on sale this week for $2.99 at Strachan Van Til. Shopping is easier than ever. You can shop online at Strachan Van Til. Visit StrikeandVanTilt.com. You get the same prices as you see in the store. Set it up for pickup or delivery. Use your online coupons, reward points, and more. Strike and Van Til, life made simple, food made easy. Visit StrikeandVanTilt.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win. We'll draw the winner later this morning. Good luck. Uh-oh, car trouble? Don't stress. Take it to AutoWorks in Rensselaer. From oil changes and brake repairs to engines and transmissions, the team at AutoWorks keeps you on the road safely. They're local, they're trusted, and they'll treat your car like it's their own. Don't wait for a breakdown. Schedule your service today. Call AutoWorks at 219-866-4131 or stop by their shop at 919 McKinley in Rensselaer. AutoWorks, where quality and care come standard.
Jasper County REMC is a not-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is a voluntary and open membership. Jasper County REMC is a voluntary organization open to all persons able to use their services and willing to accept the responsibilities of membership without gender, social, racial, political, or religious discrimination. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Touhyville. You know what they say? 2 Touhies are better than 1.
Good morning.
First of all, welcome to the show.
Happy Friday.
I have a question for you. Who the hell are you?
Okay, I get it. It's been a long week. But
It's like Freaky Friday.
it's almost the weekend, isn't it?
I'm freaking out!
Maybe it'll be sunny.
This whole thing is a freak show.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Cheryl with you here, having fun on a super duper Friday morning. Hanging out with you here on the Q and 98 Gold. Also, streaming on video, portions of which are brought to us by our friends over at the Kasatovich Umfleet McDonald's in Rensselaer, 2 locations, DeMott, where they've got 2 more McFamily nights set up for March. Exciting stuff there. You've got Remington and you've got Hebron. I did have a big arch while you were gone. Not gonna lie. Oops, sorry.
Did it take you days to recover?
It didn't. I even
so
did it.
Good.
I even did it for lunch, and it was so funny because
so filling. I don't know how you eat fries with that.
So here, it was so funny because Dave said when we were talking about the big arch yesterday, he said, and you got to do the whole thing. You got to get the fries too, and I'm like, Cheryl, skip the fries. He's like, you can't. I go, she knows she won't stop with the fries, yeah.
Yeah, and I tend to eat them first.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll forego the sandwich, whatever. No.
So here's
luscious.
Here's the weird thing for me. Okay, so if I'm in the car and I'm taking a ride, I'll eat the fries first because they're hot, they're fresh. I'll eat them while I'm driving, and then I'll get
salty,
to the burger.
They're
But when I eat, like I ate at my desk, and I poured the fries into the the top of the clamshell. And so then I would eat like I was eating a sandwich with chips. So I would have bite of burger, fries, bite of burger, fries, like go back and forth. But with breakfast, I do the sandwich first and then I eat the hash browns. I have no rhyme or reason, but it's just the way I do it. It's just, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the point is there is no right or wrong way to do it.
No. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Eat it however you stinking want to. That's the new song. Yeah.
Eat it however you want to stick and want it.
Right? Right? Brett, send that off to corporate. See if they like it.
Yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. I'll eat my burger and fries the way I want to. However I want to eat it. I can put them in any order that I want. And if you put a filet of fish in front of me, I will give it to someone else because it's not as good as Big Arch. Okay. Also, got
now that we have one listener left,
you stop your shenanigans.
And it's your parents, right?
Stop it. They wouldn't stay through that. We're powered up each and every morning by Jasper County REMC. Visit jasperremc.com for all kinds of energy saving tips, money saving tips, safety tips, and more. It's all there at jasperremc.com. All right. Let's see. Darlene says good morning to you both. Welcome back, Cheryl. And Todd checking in from Michigan City says good morning. Good morning, Todd. All right. So let's start going through some of your trip. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start from the start. So you fly out Monday morning.
And thank God I did, because Sunday night there was a snowstorm that, like, I guess there was like a truck that like set on fire, all sorts of things, and full things were closed. Like
in Washington?
No, in Indianapolis. So I would have had trouble getting to the airport and making my flight.
So thank goodness you stayed overnight Sunday into Monday.
In Indianapolis. Yeah. And I got to tell you, what a great airport. You could lick off the floors in that airport.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm just saying.
Everything is clean.
Yeah.
Everybody is friendly. Yeah, I loved that airport.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. I've had a few people tell me since you left, when I said that you flew out of Indy, they're like, oh yeah, that's always. Yeah.
Yeah. All they need to get is a Lou Malnati's around the corner, and then I'll be good to go. Because when you go out of Midway, there's Lou Malnati's there, and there's like we stop. It's a progression. We get the bagel. That's a mile away. Like we just kind of, stop. But yesterday, that said, I stopped yesterday, or I stopped at Trader Joe's
on the way there on Sunday.
Yes, and So I made the stop. But anyway.
But so I'm jumping ahead to Monday. I'm jumping ahead to Monday.
Monday began with the NAB Awards, the Crystal Awards. And a big like, oh wait, no,
Hold
that
on.
was Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sorry, I skipped to Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna guide you along because you're in a whirlwind. It's so what you're reminding me of this morning, and it's so funny because when I did my first extra work on a movie, I was doing extra work, and then I was working at the radio station, and then I would get home from the radio station, and then I would go and do extra work, and I did this for 2 days straight, where I was just awake. I think I slept an hour.
I need to sleep.
You're
sure.
You're on fire.
Yeah,
and your brain is ahead of your mouth, or vice versa. So I'm going to help you. So Monday you flew from Indy to Washington D.C. Then took an Uber. You flew into Dulles, which is the one that we always hear about. Because now there's another one, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I think they filmed Tom and Jerry there, and by that I mean you are a mouse in a maze, and and at the end, somewhere at the end, they have your luggage, but you're not quite sure you're going to make it there to get your luggage. They may have sold it off. That's how you think, because you're like over the hill, you're going up, and then you're going down, and then you're taking a tram to God knows where. and you get off, and then again you're like up, and then you have to go down, and I'm like, hi babies, I missed you,
Right.
like to my luggage.
Your
I was
luggage.
like, yeah, it was insanity.
So you had a half-hour ride to the hotel, got into your spectacular hotel.
Right. My mansion.
Yes.
My Taj Mahal,
Right.
Cheryl's Taj Mahal.
Grabbed a quick dinner because you had been flying and traveling all day.
A quick lunch.
Or lunch, sort
It was
of.
lunch.
Yeah,
It was 2:00.
Yeah.
And then we went to Mount Vernon.
Yes.
So we had, and there was a snowstorm.
I know you
So-
sent me video. It was
Right.
It was really coming
storming.
down.
It was
Yeah.
coming down. And that was the part that I misunderstood. I didn't know it was an outdoor tour. So, and like, it wasn't just me who misunderstood. It was like all these guys in like suits with no jackets or coats, and we're outside and it's snowing, like,
Yeah.
but it was magnificently beautiful. Kind of when we went to Ucook and the kids were like
out in the snow.
and it was like, okay, we're grilling in the middle of this beautiful snowstorm. So we went to Mount Vernon, checked it out. It was crazy. It's crazy to know that George Washington, because I didn't know this, was like his home, no matter which side of the political spectrum you were at, was considered neutral territory. And they didn't turn anybody down. So people would just stay, and the house just got bigger and bigger and bigger because of guests and the need for room and all that stuff. It was just amazing to know this was like where everybody hung out.
Wow. Like when they would come to Washington.
Correct.
Because this was pre-White House.
Correct.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So it was very cool. Yeah, it was just neat to see things like that were from the 1700s or whatever. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but just magnificent. Just and it was just restored. So we kind of got the full tour. And then we went to the library. There's like this I don't know what it's considered, the George Washington Library, I think.
Makes sense.
And we had a reception there. And it was hilarious because I fell in love with this lady. Like they were, they gave hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that. And she comes across, and I said, "Oh, what are these?" And they were like little balls with a toothpick. And she said, "They are chicken crickets." I'm like, "Wait, what? Chicken crickets?" She meant croquettes.
So what's a croquette then?
A croquette is like a ball with stuff in the middle of it.
Oh, okay.
A croquette. So I am trying not to laugh, but I'm with Mike from Lafayette, the Lafayette group, of stations. And I said, "Hey, Mike, she's telling me this is a chicken cricket. I don't know what a chicken cricket is. Do you think there's a cricket on the
Right?
inside?"
I'd be like,
I'm
afraid.
should I go ew? I
Is
said,
this-
I
is this
think I
fear
misunderstood.
factor? Right, yeah.
Finally, we figured out that it was chicken croquette because she came around again, because I was one of the only people that ate. Like, kind of when they do receptions, people are too cool for school. So they like grab a drink and they hold it and they go, "No, thanks." I was by that time starving to death.
Okay, so
I
see,
was
that's-
like, I kept joking with her. How about this? How about take a load off and just give me the platter? And I'll just sit here
Right.
gnashing. I'll scoot them over. I'll take the toothpicks and put them on the right side of the platter. And people will come to me.
Right.
Not vice versa.
Right.
Because I've got the food.
But see, your assumption is people stand there too cool for school and don't want. I don't usually eat at those things. I don't like to eat like that standing around. And I want to go and sit and have my food.
Yeah.
Like,
And especially when they're
I don't
one biters,
like those
like
things.
you're
you know.
supposed to shove the whole bite into your
Right.
face, but then if it's a big bite, you don't want to be a pig. So you take half a bite and then everything, all of a sudden you're wearing it.
Right.
Because it's got a
meant to
squirt of
hold-
cheese
right,
in the
it's
middle.
meant to be all together. Yeah. But
Or
it's too big.
chili or
Yep.
something in the middle. And you're like, okay, I really messed this up. It's supposed to be like amuse-bouche.
Right.
One biter.
Yeah.
No. So yeah. So I had the chicken crickets. And by the time we were done, it was like laugh fest. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Then we went into the meal and we had a reenactment of a guy that looked like George Washington.
Okay.
And he talked in first person. He wasn't like, and back then they lived or whatever
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
he was
He
like-
was speaking like
Like he was him. Yeah. Like
yes.
Yeah.
And it was fascinating. It was so good. I mean, the presentations were so good.
Yeah.
All the wood in the library was made from chopped down trees.
Yeah. Wow.
From like
Yeah.
hundreds of years ago. So it just was kind of something that just blows you away that you're standing in history.
Of course. Yeah. No doubt.
You know, and I'm not a big historian because growing up in a Jewish parochial school, like there were so many topics that we needed to learn. And we were doing so much Bible, so much Jewish history, so much Israel history, Holocaust history, that I'm really not good at the American history.
Okay.
It just wasn't my jam. And so when I learn it, I'm like, this is fascinating.
Right.
Like this is really fascinating as an adult, you know? And so then we go back and we get back at about 11:30 and we got to be up for breakfast at 8, down for breakfast at 8. So now we're on Tuesday and that's the NAB, National Broadcast Association or Association for Broadcasters.
Well, let's take a break. And then I want to jump into Tuesday. No,
Okay.
because I was like, okay, I got Monday and I was looking at the clock and I'm like, great. Now I
did that on purpose.
I can take a split and now we'll come back. We'll dive into Tuesday because Tuesday was when your first day on the Hill and all that. So cannot wait to hear about this. So don't go anywhere. More Tales from DC with Cheryl. She's back in her chair. Good morning. Thanks for hanging out in Touhyville.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. The National Weather Service has declared a dense fog advisory now in effect until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning. Visibility is 1/4 mile or less in our listening areas. If driving, slow down, use your headlights, and leave plenty of distance ahead of you. Cloudy and windy with gusts of 30 miles per hour and a high near 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 61. Some of these thunderstorms may become severe late this afternoon into the evening hours in Jasper, Benton, and Newton counties. Large hail and locally damaging winds will be possible with the strongest storms. There is also a risk for tornadoes with any thunderstorms that develop this afternoon. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm throughout the day. Mostly cloudy with the temperature rising to near 66 by 11 a.m., then falling to around 54 during the remainder of the day. Saturday night, partly cloudy and windy with a low around 36. Sunday, sunny with a high near 61. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 45.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
We have some schools on 2-hour delay due to dense fog. Most schools are on delay. These are the schools that have gotten in touch with us. If you don't hear your school name, check with your school. Kankakee Valley, Rensselaer Central, North Newton, South Newton, Tri-County, West Central, North White, and DeMott Christian. These schools are on 2-hour delay today due to dense fog. We'll keep you updated throughout the day today here on the Q, 98 Gold, and Bear Country, as well as on our Facebook pages. Delays always brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today. Find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
Jasper County REMC reminds you that water and electricity add up to danger. When heavy rains hit, you might not think about electrocution risks, but it should be at the top of the list. Some safety measures to keep in mind include never step into a flooded basement or other room if water may be in contact with electrical outlets, appliances, or cords. Never try to turn off the power at the breaker box if you have to stand in water. If you can't reach your breaker box safely, call your electric utility to shut off the power at the meter. Make sure outdoor outlets and outlets in wet areas of the home like kitchen, bath, laundry room, and garage are equipped with a ground fault circuit interrupter. These devices can cut off power quickly if there is a problem so no one gets shocked. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
It's a no-brainer if you're looking for lawn equipment. There's only one place to go. Anderson Outdoor Power in DeMont. Big dealer inventory, small town attitude. Yet the same prices as the big box stores. We don't just roll your mower into the truck. We offer free setup and delivery on new equipment and free pickup and delivery on warranty repairs. You'll deal with the same people every time you call and have been for over 38 years. Anderson Outdoor Power Equipment, a cut above the rest.
Tax season doesn't have to be stressful. At Krause & Company, they make tax returns simple, accurate, and worry-free. Whether you're an individual, a small business owner, or self-employed, their experienced tax professionals find every deduction you deserve while keeping you compliant. Skip the guesswork and the late-night stress. Let Krause & Company handle the numbers so you can focus on what matters most. Call 219-866-8214. That's 219-866-8214 today. Follow them on Facebook. Krause & Company. Trusted tax preparation done right.
Baby, are you ready to rock?
97.7 FM WLQI. The Q. Touhyville. 2 Touhies, and that's a lot of Touhy.
Everyone gather round.
I should just start at the beginning.
What day of the week is it?
It's Friday.
Friday.
What are your plans for the weekend?
Doing absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Sounds exciting. Okay, where was I? End of the week.
Friday. Who's ready to party? Okay, finally.
It's showtime.
Welcome back. Yep. It's 2 Touhies once again. Cheryl's back in her chair from Washington, D.C. Portions of the show today brought to us by the Good Table Family Restaurant. Good food, good friends, good times at the Good Table Family Restaurant. They've got pizza delivery and more. Check out their Facebook page because they were having some issues last night with their phone number. More Brightspeed issues. So they've got the phone number to call for pizza and stuff on their Facebook page. So check that out. Also got to mention our friends over at George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook. Visit georgeaid.org or go and like George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook on Facebook to find out all the different great things that they do for residents and for those coming in for short-term rehab and more. It's all there at georgeaid.org. All right. So before the break, Cheryl finished up with her first day of her trip Monday. Now we head into day 2 of Mrs. Touhy Goes to Washington. All right, so
it
Tuesday.
Did feel very much
that's
like
the way
last
it
week.
looked. That's the way it looked So the one that really like knocked me out with the stuff was you called
Look at
me.
you're getting all choked up.
I know, I got all excited. So
over the music or over what
the whole
on?
idea. The whole idea of it, yeah, like just saying it,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So okay. So what really got me was when you called me on video and you were in the Library of Congress. We'll get to all that, but
I had to call you. I was
just
knocked
like,
out.
Yeah, that looks so
And the
cool.
reading room, like,
yeah.
I mean, the reading room is amazing from the reading room. But then there's stairs on the 3rd floor that you go up to the reading room and can see the overview of the reading room. That's where I took the picture from.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And they check your bags so you didn't think that on the way out, so you don't smuggle anything out.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm leaving. Like, well, and
I got to tell you, radio
right.
people have sticky fingers. So it's all right. So Monday, whirlwind of a day, travel, going to places, doing the thing. And then Tuesday, you get up and it starts with NAB, National Association of Broadcasters, Crystal Awards,
Correct.
which is awards for community service and things done by radio in the community to I think like 10 different stations in the country.
So the IAB, again, Dave, Katie, and
IBA.
IBA, sorry. The IBA, Indiana Broadcasters Association, had kind of talked about some of us and given some info to some of the NAB people.
Okay.
And when I was talking to somebody about the Kelly Asbell like whole kidney campaign, they're like, we need you to submit that this year.
Yeah.
So by October, we're going to have to submit that. But anyway, it was fantastic to see who won based on what, because they have a montage and a whole video of each winner and what they did for their communities.
Okay.
Amazing. Again, but first they had speakers and they had an advocacy panel, like what they're doing in Washington for us and things like that. They had, it started with U.S. Senator Ed Markey from Massachusetts. These guys are so funny. I just can't even.
Oh, okay.
Like you think they look all stiff.
Yeah.
Like they are not. I
Oh.
mean, they had us on the floor, like hysterically laughing.
Wow.
And when they're victorious on something that means something to them, this is kind of what I saw. You know how when you watch TV, for the most part, people look very stiff and very rah, 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 like rah, 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 like they're like like they'd laugh like that. They wouldn't laugh like a normal person or a hyena or or eat a McArch, like that kind of thing. Like you're kind of like past the Grey Poupon, like nothing to do with us.
Right.
They're carved from the same fibers as we are. And they care about things no matter whether or not they're Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, whatever. There's a passion for America. And so I'm trying not to choke up. That was one of the things that stuck out most during my stay is American pride and how hard, not just them, but their staffs. They've got staffs that are constantly in these 15-minute meetings, escorting, greeting you with a smile, listening intently, taking notes, asking some questions, all in 15 minutes. And then now it's Walgreens coming in to talk about health issues. Then it's the veterans talking about their issues. Then it was one after another. And the whole building is electric because it's groups with we had our badges and we had our name things and and it's everybody doing the same kind of work, advocacy work to make the world a better place. that leveled me because we're in radio. And so we try to help all we can in the best ways we can. And it's a microcosm of the bigger world, but I was able to see the bigger world and all the people that are trying to do good acts and help people in need and change the rules so that they're reflective of, the people. Yeah, so it just, the whole thing blew me away. But, they come flying up stage and they're like proud of this, or they're working with Senator, Ted Cruz and and, it just was like a rally. And now I understand why people want to go to the DNC or the RNC or the, I was kind of like, who would want to be amongst like 3 million people, in a rally and screaming and the cheering and the red, white, and blue from head to toe and, t-shirts. And it's American pride and wanting, it's not just pride like, oh, I'm a big deal or my party's the party and we know everything right. It's more, it's a we the people. It's a how we got here is like 250 years of like working together and being determined to change what is visibly wrong and stay true to what the founding fathers meant. I mean, it was just insane to be a part. I'm so grateful that I was a part of it. I can't even tell you. I feel like Dave and Katie, I kept on going, thank you. And thank you. And they were probably like, all right, newbie, just enough with the thank yous already. But I was overwhelmed. I was just overwhelmed all the time. And I still haven't come out of, like, I haven't pinched out of it yet. And I don't want to, but I'll be grateful when I can like not be as emotionally like charged from all of it. Cause it was one charging thing after another. So anyway, so we had Senator Markey of Massachusetts up there and, with his energy, it was, then we had Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming. And he was like fantastic. I mean, he just hopped on stage and it was just crazy. And then we had my daughter's senator or a U.S. representative, Richard Hudson. And he was amazing too.
From where?
North Carolina.
Okay. You said our daughter, we have two and two.
Yeah. That's true.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. So you're pumped after, I'm pumped after that. And then we have to scurry to meetings.
Right. You're off to the hill.
So we're off to the hill. And it's raining. So if ever anybody plans a trip to Washington, D.C., I don't think I've used an umbrella in 20 years. I have a ton of them. They're by the front door. I have cute ones, Kate Spade, blah, blah, blah. You gave me one to shove into my thing that was all
because it's so small.
Because they're like, don't take a lot of stuff because it'll slow us down. And now I know why. Because you have to get through security. I have metal in me from having breast cancer, and it tipped off. It made me get pat down, or every single time I walked through a thing.
Oh, okay.
Because they're high sensors, not So yeah, so it was just crazy. So then we went to these meetings. These, thank God, with the senators were more low key. However, they were also the later meeting that we had at 5 was after the senators were briefed on the war.
Oh, gotcha.
And when I tell you it was the senator was Todd Banks, I don't know him because I'm a newbie. I asked someone when we left if he was okay because he looked visibly like, I don't want to say shaken because he wasn't like, he just had a lot on his mind, and you could see him paying attention to us, but like I think he was a Marine.
Okay.
Forgive me for not knowing. I know he's military for sure.
Mhm.
But he was definitely like in a state from what he had just been briefed on. You could tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that struck me because again, when you see them on TV, you know, fighting and and yelling at people or whatever it is, you really realize they're cut from the same fibers as us, and they're as emotional as we are.
Sure.
But I think there's even a higher level of responsibility in their heart that they've been elected by the people to do a job, and they take that so seriously.
Yeah.
But then they're talking to us about different things, and his whole office is like flags and Indiana stuff, and I mean it was just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It just was. So
So when you on day one, you saw two different senators, right?
Yes.
We're in the meetings. I mean, not just I'm not saying at the NAB thing. So there were two different meetings. Now in those meetings, did all 30 of you go? Was it a big group? Was it a quick group?
It was a big group.
Okay, so all 30 of you go. I mean, obviously, in a 15-minute meeting, not all 30 people can talk. Is it like, are you ushered in and you're just like in a horseshoe in an office? Like,
correct.
Are you sitting? Are you
at a big
they're
tight
table?
offices?
Are you at a big like conference table? Like how? Like what does the look like?
It just depends. Like, I mean, we had meetings and we were in the hallway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
This was not that case. It was actually we were in a conference room.
Okay.
And there were enough chairs and and all that stuff. So that was kind of cool.
Got it. Okay.
But before we went to Representative Banks, we met with the okay, I'm getting everybody confused.
Yeah, that's okay. It doesn't have to be
funny?
exact. Yeah, no, I know that you met a lot of people and did a lot of things,
Yeah. So anyway, that my first office was was a meeting where we actually kind of got like introduced, and we were supposed to introduce ourselves and talk about what we were proudest of in with our radio stations. So like people would do, like there was a lady there that did a prom dress thing, so every girl gets a prom dress. And then there were different people that were doing different things in the community. I was about halfway at the halfway point.
Okay.
And this is the first time I'm opening my mouth, so I'm like literally praying like, God, please give me the right words, and and whatever it is, don't go on and on. And so I said, one of the things Touhyville Media is very connected in the community, and I volunteer at the food bank at Good Samaritan, and we feel that nobody should go hungry, and the numbers have pretty much quadrupled since 2021. All of a sudden, you could feel the shift of the whole energy. It was the craziest thing in the world. They started asking questions about, are you kidding? Like, so wait, are you saying that you volunteer? And I'm like, well, yeah, I volunteered because I wasn't quite understanding. Like, we had a list of things they needed. I knew they were open 2 days a week from here to here, but in order for me to understand what was going on, I wanted to volunteer. And then once I volunteered, I realized that volunteering and being in service makes you so grateful that you stop taking advantage of things. And I said, the one choice that I've never had to make, like I make choices based on, what are we eating for lunch? Are we going out? Are we making stuff at home? What's for dinner? want to pick up steaks at Strax? No, we're going to pick up Chinese from whatever. I've never said what's for dinner and gone, we can't eat tonight. And you could just hear everything stop. And I was like, oh gosh, no. Maybe I talked too long or whatever it is. So I actually got a card because from Peyton, who said, you're absolutely right. I want to make sure that your organization, which it's not my organization, but yes, that they are acquainted with all the grants and that we make sure to get the food that they need for your community. At that point, I realized that no matter who we are, we could have a profound effect on the way things are done in our communities. It leveled me. And then when we went in the hallway, oh my gosh, it was as if like I hit a home run for the Yankees or something like that. They were like, that was awesome. And then it kind of broke because no one knew who I was.
Right.
And, so it was amazing because from then I was able to learn like how other people were introducing themselves and how they spoke so eloquently about those topics that are affecting us, for example, like AM radio in every car, in every vehicle. Okay. So Elon Musk decided that in Teslas, he was going to pull radios out because it was going to wreck the electronics or affect the electronics. And we're like, hold up, because in the event of an emergency, we're your first line of defense. Because let's say a cell site goes down, as we had the Verizon thing. Remember, everybody was out and that was that. So we're providing a public service. When the dust storm came through Rensselaer, how many calls, email, like texts, what's going on with Jasper County REMC? We knew because we knew, like we were connected. And our job in the media is to connect the public with the news and things that are going on in our communities. And during an emergency, it's got to be small scale almost because we need to know. And so to know that we have that role, which is something that we don't think about because we've got meetings and we've got production and we've got a script to write for the new 9 people that we got, starting advertising Tuesday. And we have meetings and we have a morning show. And we've been up since 3:00 in the morning and then we've got prep and we don't really think, or at least I didn't think about the importance of what it is that we do each day. And I was getting, just on a personal note, before I got chosen to go, which was a God thing, I literally prayed to God and said, is this what I should be doing? Because I'm not sure anymore. Like 35 years in digital and media advertising has not gotten me like understood in my community to some extent. And where I agree that it's very pretty to paint the windows at Christmas time. When you do that year after year, and that's supposedly supposed to attract people from outside your community to your community, and you're not advertising on your local stations, there's a chasm in communication from where I'm sitting. I know you have to be able to afford it, but we have affordable means to do it. And either I'm not communicating that properly or well, or what, but I was at a breaking point for me personally. And so now having gone on this trip, I was blown away at how important what we do really is. The unspoken stuff. And so it kind of reinvigorated things for me personally.
Great.
But you know that each person can affect change.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's really like that hit home.
Yeah.
This week. So
yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do the pizza quiz, but then we'll come back. We got more tales from DC. I mean, all we're at Tuesday, heading into Tuesday evening. So we still have
Stay
a couple
tuned.
more
We'll
days.
be on for the next
we
7
have
hours.
More days to come. Yes.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer is firing up the oven and serving the pies everybody loves. Fresh dough, real toppings, and flavor that hits the spot every time. Whether it's game night, family night, or I'm not cooking tonight, make it a Rick's Pizza night. Call 1-219-777-2674. That's 1-219-777-2674. And Rick's will take care of dinner. Get your Rick's fix. Rick's Pizza, Rensselaer's hometown favorite.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz, brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, you're caller number 7. Who's this?
Tad.
Hey, Tad, how are you?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to play a little which came first, birthday edition. So which one of these people was born first? Which one do you think is older? Shaquille O'Neal or comedian actor Tom Arnold? Both born on this date. Which one do you think is older? Shaquille O'Neal or Tom Arnold? What do you think?
I'm going to go with Tom Arnold.
That is correct. Tom Arnold is 67, while Shaquille O'Neal is 54 today. So you hold on, Ted. I'm going to send you over to Cheryl's phone. You got yourself a pizza today on the pizza quiz. We got a winner today. We'll see if we get another one on Monday. Stick around.
Winners and families of winners on the pizza quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The pizza quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. This is the Q 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on the Q.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, and Francisville. Here's Russ Martin.
Rensselaer's Redevelopment Commission purchased the property at the corner of Cullen and Clark Street just off Highway 114, and the partially built structure that was there has been raised. They will be selling this piece of ground. Mayor Jeff Phillips has more information.
They purchased that with the idea of eventually selling that piece of property to someone else who would like to see some commercial development in that area. We're looking for someone who's interested in building there that will be utilized for business purposes.
If you have questions, Mayor Phillips said,
contact the building commissioner's office at 219-866-2311. If they have any questions about the property itself, we're going to accept bids on this property and we'll open them up at our April 6th Rensselaer Redevelopment Commission meeting.
To view the city legal notice about the property, go to cityofrensselaerin.com and scroll down to the recent news section. In a follow-up stories about the death of Denise Baird, wife of 4th District Congressman Jim Baird, one source stated that in the crash the couple were in on January 5th, the driver of the second vehicle was blamed for what took place in the report, but was not cited or charged with a crime. Mrs. Baird was in the hospital for a week before being dismissed, and her family said that she had been continuing to recover. The incident took place in West Virginia as the Bairds were driving back to Washington, D.C. A law enforcement official said their investigation did not reveal anything more than an accident had taken place. A crash report stated the second vehicle that was passing the Baird SUV cut in front of their vehicle, causing the SUV to enter the median and become airborne, with one witness saying the vehicle flipped 4 times. Mrs. Baird, who was driving, needed to be extricated. Weather and alcohol were ruled out as being a cause of what took place. Governor Mike Braun honored Indiana University football coach Curt Cignetti for his inspirational leadership and service to the state of Indiana with the 2026 Sachem Award, Indiana's highest honor. The governor also awarded every member of the undefeated 2025 championship-winning Indiana Hoosiers football team with the Sagamore of the Wabash, accepted by Coach Signetti and IU President Pamela Whitten. The Sachem Award is reserved for individuals who have profoundly shaped Indiana through character, leadership, and service. Only one such award is presented by the governor per year. Indiana Department of Transportation has announced there will be overnight lane closures on I-65 between State Road 14 or the Fair Oaks exit and US 231, the Remington exit, starting on or after Monday, March 9th. The left lane of I-65 will be closed in each direction during the overnight hours of 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. Central Time through mid-April. These lane closures are for median work to install maintenance of traffic items for future phases of construction in the area. Construction will be ongoing through late fall and will include the following projects: bridge superstructure replacement at the Yeoman Ditch south of Highway 114, bridge deck overlays on County Road 1000 West and Buncombe Road, and pipe lining at the ramp from Highway 114 to southbound I-65. The County Road 1000 West and County Road 600 South bridges over I-65 will mean the roadway will close during work in those locations, with local detours posted. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Contact the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Francisville at 765-884-0530.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
95-year-old Robert Sear of Wheatfield passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be held at Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott on Friday, March 6th from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. Funeral services for Robert Sear will follow immediately at 11 a.m. Friday with Pastor Brett Sekowiak officiating. Interment will follow at Calumet Park Cemetery, Maryville at 1 o'clock. Jackson Funeral Service of DeMott has been entrusted with the arrangements. 84-year-old Alan Fleming of Rensselaer passed away on February 25th. Visitation will be on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer. Funeral services for Alan Fleming will follow at noon Central on Saturday with Pastor Jeff Seeger officiating. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 71-year-old Ron Christensen of Morocco passed away on February 25th. The family of Ron Christensen is planning a celebration of life open house on Saturday, March 7th from 2 until 8 p.m. at 839 East 250 North, Morocco. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Purdue Institute for Cancer Research. Stanky Funeral Home has been entrusted with the cremation arrangements. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. The National Weather Service has declared a dense fog advisory now in effect until 10 a.m. Central Standard Time this morning. Visibility is 1/4 mile or less in our listening areas. If driving, slow down, use your headlights, and leave plenty of distance ahead of you. Cloudy and windy with gusts of 30 miles per hour and a high near 73. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low around 61. Some of these thunderstorms may become severe late this afternoon into the evening hours in Jasper, Benton, and Newton counties. Large hail and locally damaging winds will be possible with the strongest storms. There's also a risk for tornadoes with any thunderstorms that develop this afternoon. Saturday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm throughout the day. Mostly cloudy with the temperature rising to near 66 by 11 a.m., then falling to around 54 during the remainder of the day. Saturday night, partly cloudy and windy with a low around 36. Sunday, sunny with a high near 61. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 45.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
97.7 FM WLQI. The Q. Touhyville. Two Tuohys are better than one.
It's Friday.
F-I-T-A-Y. You had all week to talk about work. Now it's the weekend, and that means it's
Party time!
The party is just getting started.
Wow, this will be like my first weekend off in my whole adult life.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Roger that.
Okay, let's move out. Come on, let's go.
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve and Cheryl with you here on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Portions of which are brought to us by Lisa's Candy Shop and General Store in Hoopeston. Downtown Hoopeston, it is more than a store. It is a destination. Stop by for your old-time candy, bottled sodas, Irish popcorn, and more. And before you know it, they're going to have an arcade right there in Lisa's Candy Shop. Talk about going vintage. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, got to mention our friends over at Vierk's Fine Jewelry. Visit Vierk's at the corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette, or visit them at Vierks.com. Coins and bullion for both the collector and the investor, from experts to beginners. Experience that difference at Vierk's. All right. So, all this week, Cheryl has been in Washington, D.C. Mrs. Touhy goes to Washington. If you missed any of the stories so far, they've been going out all morning, so you have to go back on YouTube and watch some of them, because we're moving forward. We cannot go backwards. This is like her meetings on the Hill. We have to keep moving forward. We don't have time to go backwards. So, after multiple meetings with the senators and senators' representatives on Tuesday throughout the day, you went to National Association for Broadcasters Leadership Conference that evening, right?
Yeah, well, that evening was the reception at the Library of Congress.
Okay. When was the leadership conference, or that's what the awards thing was considered too?
Yes.
That was part of the leadership conference.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Got that. Okay. So the reception was that evening, and I remember you going into it. You're like, I have barely eaten today, and this is going to be hors d'oeuvres, and this is not a knock on anything that you and I have ever been to that has hors d'oeuvres, but usually it's little hand foods, it's little snacky things, and it's some cheese and crackers or something like this.
This was an international buffet.
It was crazy, and this was the thing that was at the Library of Congress. So
it's huge, and there were stations at every turn, different stations, handmade pot stickers, pork and lemongrass, samosas, empanadas, jumbo shrimp, chicken fingers for those of us with a palate of a fifth grader.
Listen,
well, I kept thinking,
wouldn't know what kind of weird stuff.
Love all this. Yeah.
I love all the hors d'oeuvres and snacky foods and that kind of stuff.
It was just, it was magnificent. Corn fritters and and it was just, it was one of those buildings that reminded me of the Sistine Chapel. So when you go in the Sistine Chapel,
that's what it reminded me of when I got on with the video.
You stare at the ceiling and you like. I didn't want to be near any staircases because I could see falling off
you don't
the
want to
end.
fall.
Like it's just mouths to the floor, and you're like, oh my gosh, like just magnificent, magnificent.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Absolutely. So you had that. That was there any speaking or anything like that, or this was just mingling and chit chatting were there politicians there? Was it all radio people? Was there? So okay, All right.
There were senators. I think Senator Shreve came. Our group didn't meet with him the next day. Like we broke up into, for Wednesday, we broke into 2 teams because it would have been impossible.
Right.
There's 3 buildings. And then because of what Iran's threats and what's his name? Defense Secretary Hegseth had spoken that morning. It was like red alert. So like the lines to get in normally, like you show up, you throw your keys in a thing like the airport and you walk through, or any courthouse, like you just, no biggie. The lines were wrapped around the building and we were like, we are screwed. Like, because we assumed we'd be fine.
So, okay. So this was a reception, a lot of chit chatting, a lot of, it
was
nothing
magnificent.
serious.
And
It
we
was just,
came straight from our last
meeting.
appointments with Jim Banks.
Mhm.
So yeah. And it was, oh my gosh, the food.
Yeah.
I mean, it was magnificent.
Okay. So then you and Katie from the IBA, Indiana Broadcasters Association, went to dinner at Old Ebbitt Grill.
Yes.
So
I had
founded in 1856, by the way.
Yes.
In case you're curious. Yeah.
Magnificent and hopping. I've never been to a restaurant where I had a reservation and waited 25 minutes to get seated.
Wow. Okay. So it was the place. It's
The lobby is total chaos. Like when I say total chaos, there's just people and more people and more people. And as we were leaving, we left, I don't know what time it was. We had 7:30 reservations. So we probably left about 9. People still coming in for dinner. Every table full.
Yeah.
And I had eaten, my mother's meatloaf kind of scared me. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but it was like not very good. And God love her, she could cook, but the meatloaf was kind of like, okay, let me find somewhere else to go for dinner off the school bus. Their meatloaf is bacon and horseradish meatloaf. So it was delicious. I had it when I was in my 20s, when I was in Washington. So that's how I knew to take Katie.
And
to
you were
Old
looking
Ebbitt.
forward to that.
I was.
Yeah.
And then I switched up because they had handmade pastas with spicy sausage and stuff like that. And I thought, after not really eating for a couple days, like just running and everybody's like Apple watches and stuff said we were walking between 10 and 13 miles a day.
Yeah, I believe it. Yep.
And so I was like starving. So I broke down and had the pasta this time. So, but yeah, it was a magnificent experience. Great service,
Well, it says
So we went there for dinner.
It says Old Ebbitt's was established as a saloon and a boarding house, and then it became a favorite of Civil War era politicians and journalists. I mean, that's where you're sitting. Like, yeah. It was known as a hangout for Presidents Grant, Johnson, Cleveland, Theodore Roosevelt, and William McKinley.
Yeah,
We're right here by McKinley Road. That's as close as I get to President
Correct,
McKinley,
right,
and you were
right.
at a place where you hung out. Sorry,
Yep.
go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, the Katie was like, I think we might want to bring everybody here for dinner. Because they, next year.
Well, it's so well
So they're
known.
looking
Yeah,
into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
So okay. So you guys had a nice dinner, wrap up the night, and then you have Wednesday, which is bam to the
Bam
to,
day.
to, to
Like,
the hill right out of the box.
Yeah. It's got to be quick. It's got to be powerful. There aren't casual conversations that will go longer. And
Yes.
And we split into 2 teams, so there aren't 30 people now. There's 15, or really like 11, and they took, the bulk.
Got it.
On
Okay.
that side. But it just mattered because the broadcasters talked about broadcasting issues and in advocacy, and we talked about AM radio and performance tax. So just to get everybody like situated, the AM radio in every vehicle, that's a matter of public safety. So we're just fighting that, and that has so much backing. That's like probably as close to a full-on agreement as anything ever has had.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll go through, God willing. And that's just a matter of, it's a public safety issue that you have to have radios in cars, AM and FM. You can't just rely on Spotify or anything, because if GPS, so people think GPS is like, how do I get to, Valpo's,
Me too.
how do I get the chicken salad lady from, whatever it is. It's much more than that. GPS actually controls your ATMs, your grocery store and food chain stuff. So if GPS ever gets sabotaged without a backup, we're in deep doo-doo.
Okay.
So we actually, next gen.
Do you talk to politicians with that mouth?
Right? Well, it was so funny. We were talking a story and we had said, yeah, or else you'll be in deep. And we all stopped and we went, doo-doo. And she goes, or you can say, and she said the word,
right?
She goes, because you're in my office and that's how we choose to talk. So she was hilarious.
That's
yeah,
funny.
that was, I think it was Houchin. But anyway, where was I? I lost myself. So anyway, so we talked about AM radio. We now want to, there's a next gen of broadcast television that's actually available in some areas now, but it's going to shut down HD TV and it's going to be like clearer, better, stronger, that kind of thing. The problem is that we're in quasi land. We can't build towers all over, rebuild towers to maintain the HD during the transition. So there's a whole bunch of things that have to happen. But if they do it, we're the backup. So we're BPS. Like, so broadcasting is the fall back to.
Got it.
And then it covers the safety as a solution. So, but our two, like in radio, the performance tax is Gene Simmons is actually like wanting a few more houses. And so so now they want to pay us more every time we play music, we're charged. So right now we're up to paying three people, three different four different organizations. They want to add more because now the actual performers want a cut of this, which would really bankrupt most small radio stations. You just can't. Plus, we are not paid when we play them. So, yeah. So our argument is, okay, so now, great. You pass what you want to pass, and then we'll just charge you, $100 every single time we play your song and see how that works out. So, so the performance tax really threatens the local jobs because there's no way if we have another tax on top of the four that we do, that we have right now, that we'll have to cut our staffs. And that's just not.
Yeah. And like, calling it a tax, like, I don't want people to think it's like something that the government's charging. These are companies that are charging us to the fees. They're more like fees. Yeah. So, okay.
So then that's the Local Radio Freedom Act. So that's what it's called. So we were lobbying to get that passed.
So you went to how many different people on Wednesday? How many different meetings? Do you remember? Like different, because you went to senators, you went to House of Representatives. I know that was the day you went to Senator Baird's
Congressman Baird's office.
Baird's office. And
6, 8.
Yeah.
Like
wow.
That.
Wow. So there was a bunch of 15-minute meetings in there.
Well, we started at 10:15 in the morning and we finished at 4.
Wow.
And we broke for lunch at the Capitol Hill Club, which is the Republican private club where you can't take photos, but I did of the chocolate chip cookie.
Stop saying that out loud to people.
Well, you know who was next to us? We couldn't figure out who it was for. We had 4 Secret Service guys in the table next to us
because you were taking pictures of top secret chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, do you
know the
story? Do you know the story about their cookies?
I don't care. I'm trying to keep you out of federal prison.
You should. You should care. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I wasn't walking around with camera taking pictures of stuff. The cookie came to the table, like they have this whole cookie thing.
Listen, I'm just having fun with it because, we have quasi, what's the secure room where what's the place where they go in the White House?
Yeah.
My joke would have landed so much better if I was smart.
Situation room.
The situation room. We have quasi situation rooms with curtains hung up at Mar-a-Lago. So I think our cookie secrets are safe. So
I'm going to tell you whatever secret it is.
Mm-hmm.
It is legitimately. I should have taken one home because they
give you a bag.
They give you bags
Mm-hmm.
to take them home.
Yeah.
And she actually, because the other group got so behind that they didn't get to eat at the Capitol Hill Club.
Oh,
they missed it. They ate in the cafeteria.
Oh man,
they didn't get their cookies, so we brought cookies to them. But this cookie was the best cookie on planet Earth. Period.
Yeah.
Like this would have made Nestle's close their doors. Like
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know what the secret is. But whatever it is, it was yummy, yummy to the tummy.
Yeah. All right. We got to take a break. When we come back, I want to hear some of the stuff because I don't know if anybody else is interested in this, but I want to hear what the conversations were like in some of these meetings. Like what was discussed? How did it go like back and forth? Like, I mean, we don't need the top secret, military plans, but I'm just curious, like what it was like. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and more Tales from DC. Mrs. Touhy goes to Washington.
Don't stop me yet. I just gotta shout out to my next generation of radio girls, Mila.
Yeah.
I just got a picture from her mom where she's eating breakfast and her cell phone's on the table and she circled it so that I can see that they're listening before school.
Yeah.
Mila's is 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
So,
all right.
Shout out to Mila. Have a good day at school, babe.
Yes. We'll be back in just a little bit. You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Hello?
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
The Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated $473 million. Get your quick pick ticket at a Hoosier Lottery retailer today for your chance to win with Mega Millions. More mega than ever. Play responsibly.
And
I'm Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey, everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Spring has sprung, and so has Ulta's 21 plus days of beauty event, now through March 26th. Over 250 beauty steals at 50% off, making it easy to refresh your routine. That means 50% off daily beauty steals from brands like Charlotte Tilbury, Sol de Janeiro, and Amika. Score weekly beauty steals on faves like Live Tinted and Polite Society. Plus, say hello to new arrivals from Rare Beauty and Natasha Denona. Don't wait. Shop in-store, online, or try pickup today while supplies last. Conditions apply. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Text help for help. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
You've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications that are all over the news, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie, and if you qualify, you can get medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1s at 80 to 90% savings without insurance, all 100% online.
Wait, I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No long wait at the doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide and tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, for 80 to 90% less and shipped direct to your door.
Amazing. How do I get started?
Just send them a text.
Text MORE to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic for 80 to 90% less, 100% online. Don't wait. Text MORE to 797979 right now for your exclusive offer. Text MORE to 797979. That's MORE to 797979.
Touhyville. Now with 2 Touhies and no waiting.
Can we turn the radio on?
Turn on the radio.
Welcome back this morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Morning. Welcome.
It's going to be good.
I want to be entertained.
And this is radio.
You need to be entertained.
I'm being entertained.
Is that correct, Tim? This is compelling radio.
You're listening to the radio.
Are we ready to start the show?
Start the show?
Start the show.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you. Good morning. Thanks for getting up and hanging out, having fun with us here. Hope you're enjoying Cheryl's Tales from D.C. Portions of the show today brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. They do a great job for those 55 and older in the area. And here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do today is go to their Facebook page, Jasper County Community Services. Take a look at their Facebook page today. They took a staff picture here for Employee Appreciation Day, just so you can see all those folks that make it happen. It takes a team to put together such an incredible organization like Jasper County Community Services. So, and Sharon is an amazing leader at that, and does great things for those 55 and older at the Rensselaer Senior Center and at the Fozzie Senior Center in DeMont. Okay, Cheryl on the hill. So 6 to 8 meetings on Wednesday with different representatives.
For 2 teams. For 2 teams. Each team had those meetings. Yes. But here.
But I got to be honest with you, we're only worried about your team. I'm sorry.
Well, that was Team
to President Dave
so
and all the,
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is the Touhyville program. This isn't the IBA show. You guys have your own Facebook page. You can do a thing. You're broadcasters. Right. This is the Cheryl show. This is, Mrs. This is Mrs. Touhy goes to Washington. So
now we just lost the one person we still had listening. I'm kidding.
No, this is Mrs. Touhy goes to Washington. That's we're wanting to hear about all the things. So
the Indiana Broadcasters Association just posted Dave Arland.
Yes,
we know is the executive director. Just posted this, and I thought this encompassed pretty much everything.
Okay,
so I'm just going to read it.
All right.
One of the 5 freedoms guaranteed in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution is the right to petition the government, something that many thousands of people take quite literally each day. Nearly 600 radio and TV broadcasters swarmed Capitol Hill on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, carrying the torch for the First Amendment's guarantees of freedom of the press and pushing for changes that will help us both compete and innovate. Indiana was right there in the mix, fielding a team of 20 broadcasters and a Ball State student who is in training as a next generation journalist. Despite the incredibly busy schedule, including war briefings for both the House and Senate, we completed our assignments with members of Congress and dozens of staff people. It is a grueling week of, quote, shoe leather politics, end quote. We walked miles underground and above ground in one day, and we made our case in 15-minute briefings. I was touched by so many of the stories of our stations who helped with food insecurity, winter coat drives, teddy bears collected for kids impacted by crime, and even stations who host charitable events to make certain that every young woman who wants a prom dress can get one. Google, Facebook, Amazon, and others can't touch the human connection delivered by local broadcasters. And our stations are lifelines of news and information in a world of shrinking local news sources. So I thought that's pretty much encompassed everything.
That was great.
That was posted by Dave Arland at the Indiana Broadcasters Association.
Yeah, he's the executive director of the Indiana Broadcasters Association.
Correct.
So, fantastic. Christopher says, "Good morning, my friends. Welcome home, Cheryl. Glad that you're home safe."
Thank you.
We are too, of course. So glad that she's here. Susie says, "Yes, I'm enjoying the travels of Cheryl. She paints a good picture." So that's very nice. And of course, Tiffany and Madison stopping by to say hello. Of course, Madison excited about her 2-hour delay. Yes, most area schools on 2-hour delay today. So of course, if you're out and about, be careful. Very foggy today. So
yes.
So to tell us a little bit about, and it doesn't have to be every single meeting, but tell us about what goes on inside a meeting like that, because most of us, including myself, have never and will never be a part of a meeting like that. So it's, what goes on? You're brought in to I know with Senator Baird, obviously he wasn't there.
Terrible tragedy.
Yes.
He just lost his wife the evening that we were flying in.
Yes. So,
and they were married for 59 years.
Yes. And we've spoken about this this week, that, our condolences go out to him and his family.
Absolutely.
He himself and Representative has spoken with Russ Martin multiple times on our news. So, you
have to figure he's got staff and they're like a family.
Sure.
And so she was Mr. Baird's largest, supporter.
Of course.
And it happened on their way back from a meeting from Washington. So, so she succumbed to her injuries and he was missing. And from our meetings for obvious reasons, despite the fact that he is working, because I was told this and it blew me away. The margins are so tight on these votes that people can't miss votes. And I was like, okay, because I remember a woman being shown with her brand new baby breastfeeding on the floor in order to make to be counted for the vote. So they take this very seriously, and are very committed.
For sure.
So what goes on, again, you have 15 minutes to hit your, we had 4 items. We had 2 broadcast, 2 radio items to really discuss. And you go around the room real quick, introducing yourself, and then bam, boom, we own 3 radio stations, and we love to work with our communities locally. But in terms of Congressman Baird, they want to be able to, when he's around and in town, come in and speak locally on air. And I handed her my card and I went, there's my cell, there's my contact information, the end. Open door. Let us know when he wants to come. And I'm terribly sorry for your loss, obviously. So
Sure.
that was
Yeah.
a different type of a meeting.
Right.
because-
Well, that's why I
yeah.
brought it up, because I want to know what it's like in another meeting when you met with a representative or a senator, when you came in and the actual senator was there. And I know you talked about Tuesday. So Wednesday you went in
Mhm.
and everybody comes in.
We had to meet in the hallway with two of them.
Okay. And I saw one of the pictures you guys had in the hallway that it
Mhm.
was the same hallway where something was signed last year, I think they said.
Mhm.
So yeah, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was crazy because they're in the middle of amendments for the Farm Act, and there's boxes lined up with "Do Not Touch" on them, and there's I think they said 200 amendments to this act,
Oh,
and
my
it's
goodness.
from each department and signatures and all sorts of stuff. Because here, dummy me, they're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't bring her next year. No, I'm kidding. I see amendments and I'm like, and the guy laughed. I go, look at all these amendments to the Constitution.
Oh, God.
And he goes, no, to the Farm Bill Act. But I did provide him a good act. And then I understood why I got my room upgraded to an apartment for being funny. But I wasn't being funny, but he didn't have to know that. I was like, I'm just joking, but I really wasn't.
Right.
Because it
right.
said Amendment 138. And
Right.
I'm like, wait, wow, when's the last time 200 amendments got
How many are
passed?
we adding in?
Right. Right.
So, no, and it's so funny. I mean, I laugh, but I watched West Wing so many times that I knew exactly what you were talking about. I don't know if it's real. They called it in the West Wing, and I know they had real consultants that worked for Bill Clinton and other presidents. So they said they call those amendments Christmas tree bills, because everybody hangs an amendment on it like it's an ornament. Every group wants their thing on there, and then if too many things come, then they call it the star on the bill, and they don't want that because it could help the whole bill topple over like a tree. So it's like if you get too many things hung on there, it messes. And what it is if too many things get hung on there, then it's got too many people that are fighting against it, and we want this for our state, we want this, and it topples the whole thing because it just can't get done because nobody can support this and be against this. And so anyway, so you go in, let's pick a meeting that wasn't in a hallway,
okay,
that you go into an office, and everybody goes around the room and they say who they are. And then so what I'm picturing, because you say it's 15 minutes.
You don't walk into their office. You walked into an outer office.
Okay.
And then you kind of walk out because there's so many people that are in your group and they come get you.
Got it. Okay.
So then they come get you and you file in.
Uh-huh.
And then you kind of have to be conscious of who's talking so that they can see the senators or the, like in Congressman Baird's office, Andrea was right behind me and Noah was right in front of me.
Now, who are they?
They are his legislative.
So they're with them. They're not with your group.
That's
they're
the legislative team. So like Andrea's card, which sorry, I just dropped on the floor. Let me see. Her title is Communications Director.
Oh, okay.
For Congressman Jim Baird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna. What kind? First of all, you're in awe when it's your time, and you're.
That's what I would think. That's kind of where I'm going. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in and you're like, in my head. So just to give you, I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, you better shake off the oh my gosh, like, because you're not going to get a voice out of your mouth, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So then I've got Noah in front, I've got Andrea behind. And I'm like, oh, I sat in the wrong chair because I can't speak to the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the right thing. Mm-hmm. And now she's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So now they said, oh, we're okay. We can hear you. And I'm like, I'm not going to be rude like that. That's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Like, could you imagine if I'm talking to you and I'm like this? Yes, Steve, you're really important to me. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'm putting my head on a swivel, like on a swivel, like you guys do. Like I'm just doop, doop, doop. And then I talked about the AM Radio Act, you know,
So that
AM
was-
radio in every vehicle. So
And there was a picture that we posted on the Q page of that meeting.
Yes.
So you were in the office, you were like in the center, you know, and talking there. So that's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we talked about, she said, you know, Congressman Baird really does want to get on the radio, you know, to make sure everybody is aware of what's going on in District 4. And I said, anytime. And I'm shaking because I'm like, where'd I put the cards? Like the card, and I stuck them everywhere. I mean, other than in my bra, I had, because I thought that would not be like real
look weird.
professional,
Yep,
like
I'm with
whipping
you.
it out there.
I'm with
But
you.
I was like, make sure you have them everywhere. So I'm digging along and, you know, trying not to give him the Costco card and the, you know.
Right, absolutely. So when, because in my mind, when I hear you have 15 minutes, I'm thinking, you know, not that you have a speech prepared, but
you do.
But
you have 3 lines.
So okay, so you go through your bup. Do they go, okay, thanks for coming in. Next, like
No.
you know, like
What you do,
are there
it-
question and answers?
So it
is there a
depends
discussion?
on it depends on where you're at in the bill. Thank God, my first being a newbie, I was lucky enough that we knew he was a supporter of the AM radio in every vehicle. So my line was really, please thank the congressman. We thank you so much for your support of the AM radio bill. You know, we know that you understand the importance of public safety and that it does have to remain in all vehicles.
Sure.
You know. So yeah.
So then okay, so you say that.
I say that.
And then like what goes on? Like, do they have questions about
Well,
it?
I had to.
I mean, not in that one because
the
they're
first
already
line
in the
though
bill.
is me, who I am.
Yeah.
And the stations, so that they know who they're talking to,
Sure.
that I'm their constituent, like I'm in their district.
So now, okay, so Baird is already on board with this plan and things like that. So in the other ones, let's say someone else talks, do they ask questions? Do they address anybody else in the room?
They don't.
You know,
well, okay, so a lot of times. So on some of them, especially the broadcaster one, we needed them to put it on the floor.
Got it.
And vote it in. Let's get this done already.
Yeah.
And so Jay, who was a machine, he's just amazing.
And he was another radio GM.
Yes.
Okay. He was in your group. Yeah.
You know, he said, yeah, we really need this to pass on the floor. And we realized, like, tick, 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 you know, so if you could get with Senator Carr and get this on the, you know, we would appreciate it. We need to advance this. And so then the senator said, yeah, absolutely. We need to advance it. He came back and said, is there any reason why you can't see yourself being a part of advancing the bill? And everybody else is quiet. You don't dare go, yeah, I love your IU picture on the wall. Like, you know, or I'm a Purdue fan too. Like,
even though you're all there, this is his meeting right now. Like, and it's known that this is,
and it's
so
yeah, because you can't, if you all talk,
right. It'll fall apart. Yeah. So there is some like questions or back and forth discussion then that goes on in these meetings too.
So here's what I learned one day that was like, oh my gosh, you talk about Christmas trees. The senator lit up like a Christmas tree. They said, okay, so how many people are behind the performance tax or whatever it was? 60 in the Senate, and you see them. That's the magic number.
So they know the votes that they're going to get right now.
They're not going to call for a vote and then either risk losing it or risk it not being something like it becomes contentious and it's crazy. So it was like 300 in the House and 60 in the Senate. So not a problem.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So you get through, like, you go into to Baird's office, you meet with the two representatives, the communications director and the other person, then you chit chat and you do your speech. They come back with some questions or some thoughts or some thank yous, what have you. Then you guys get up, you go out. Now,
can I correct one thing that you're saying though?
Sure. I wasn't there.
So I'm so sensitive to what you say that I would also have said, yeah, Banks, yeah, Baird, yeah, Houchin, whatever it is. I can't, ever since the visit, I can't do that anymore. I have to say Congressman, blah, 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 because it's respect. Just like you wouldn't call a rabbi, whatever, you stand up when they walk in the room. Like, that's the other thing. You stand up when they walk in the room.
Sure. That makes sense. Yeah.
So I hadn't seen that since I was in high school, where everybody stood up for every rabbi that would walk in the room, and anyone older, out of respect. You absolutely stand up, because they had announced at one of the breakfasts, one of the speakers was like late, so someone gave, and they couldn't see because it was so big and there were so many people that the stage couldn't see. They could just see hands, whatever. So we thought the senator was there. We all got up, we all clapped, and they go, okay, now you'll be ready for when he gets here in 2 minutes. So we all sat down and then he came in. That was a great run.
We did a nice rehearsal for when he shows up.
Right. It was so funny. But it's definitely respectful. So like the minute I just heard you say, yeah, and so you're in Baird's office, I'm like, there's a piece of me now that was not sensitive to that before. Because think about how we talk Trump, whoever it is, Biden, but like we know the guys and they're on the softball team with the name on the back, and it's once you're in their presence, you realize day in and day out, every minute, every hour of their day is spent lining all sorts of things up so that we can change what isn't working and or keep what's working and tweak. That takes a lot. Could you imagine if every day I came in and said, we should change this thing and we need to hire and we need to do and we need to start and what's the process for and what's the program?
That's what you do.
I know. Sort of. How do we be a better station?
How does that?
Right.
How is that not what you do?
Right.
By the way, while you're telling your story, Katie from the IBA says hello. So,
hey! Long time no see.
So stopping in to hear some of your stories. So, no, it's so funny that you talked about that because, I mean, with me, everything comes back to the West Wing because that's how it equates with what you were doing. So there's a time on West Wing where Lily Tomlin is interviewing to replace the main secretary for the president. And they look into her background and they said that she was flagged by the FBI because she had sent a threatening letter to the president at one time. And so the president hired her anyway. And she said, why? He said, because I knew you were serious in your letter because you said it was something with cyanide or something like that. And it said, why don't we put, the same thing into President Bartlett's drinking water? And he said, because you, in your letter about threatening me, you respected the office enough to say President Bartlett's, and so he was like, okay, you take it seriously.
You do. I'm telling you.
And they do it all the time on West Wing. Yeah. They correct people all day long when someone says Bartlett, they go, it's President Bartlett. Yeah. So I get what you're saying.
That's exactly what I was kind of saying.
And I actually do that. It's so funny because of that. Even when I make jokes in my jokey jokes about President Trump, I say President Trump because it's the office. It's not the person. It's, I still make fun of him. I still make jokes about President Biden falling asleep,
right.
Cause at 4 o'clock, cause he's 150.
Yeah. You're an equal opportunity.
But I do say president, so
absolutely.
So
that was the only thing before
it's
you continued. Now,
it's funny. Yeah, that's okay. Now I can't continue.
Listening.
So that's that, thanks for playing. We're done with the show. I can't continue.
I wasn't.
So No, I'm saying because of time.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So I was just going to say Katie organizes all of it. And down to the gifts that we got upon getting into our rooms had Tylenol, a notebook, a Tide like thing, just in case we got a Tide pen, or a Tide like thingy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else was in. Tums. I mean, it was brilliant, and then the tote.
Well, then you had the IBA tote and
and the scarf
and the IBA scarf that you guys all wore in the picture.
And it was cold. This girl thought of everything. And then here's the other thing that she and Dave both do when they break up in thing. They're the orchestrator. So, in a concert, you got the guy in the front going, da, 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 and now we'll hear from the and then they'll go like this, you shush and raise this. They have all these little signs as a conductor. That's what Katie and Dave do for the Indiana Broadcasters Association. And in every meeting, because of time, they're watching time and they're making sure, okay, we got the point across with AM radio. Now we move to the performance tax. And this is, Sheldon. He's going to talk about blah, blah, blah. And it was a beautiful concert and it kept to time. And that's so important during these meetings.
Well,
So
Katie just sent me a message and said, because of your upgrade, you're not getting any more tote bags.
Right.
You're not getting any more, no more goodies for you. You got to stay in an apartment there. So
she just sat on the couch when I showed her and she's like, I don't get it. I organize all this. I've never been up.
Right. What the heck? Listen, Katie, I know the feeling. I bought 3 radio stations and Cheryl's like running all over doing all kinds of stuff. I get it. I'm over here, running to the post office and everybody's like, Cheryl, you do such a good job with all that you do in the community. And I'm like, well, I'm the one that works till 8:30 at night.
Right.
So
that said, though, if you have questions about any of it, feel free to DM us on any of our station pages.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because I just got a picture of Mila listening to us, and her mom said she had to listen. She shushes everybody and listens to us.
I love it.
So we're going to have her in studio next week
because she wants to be a radio stationer.
She wants to be a radio stationer.
I love that. I love it. All right, we got to take a break. We come back. We end on a high note. Nobody go anywhere.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Jasper County REMC is a non-for-profit electric and internet cooperative that follows 7 established cooperative principles in which they put their values into practice. One of those principles is members' economic participation. Members contribute equitably to and democratically control the capital of their cooperative. For more information on Jasper County REMC, visit them online at jasperremc.com. Jasper County REMC, powering member-driven innovation.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till-To-Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Looking for fun things to do with the kids in Jasper County this season? The Jasper Newton Foundation wants you to check out youthactivities.in. That's where you'll find all kinds of opportunities for kids of all ages, from baseball, basketball, soccer, golf, and archery, to art, performing arts, scouts, swim teams, nature programs, and more. There is something for everyone, whether it's Little League in DeMott, cheer in Rensselaer, or summer swim and theater. Get involved, stay active, and make new friends. Visit youthactivities.in/county/Jasper and find the perfect activity for your child today. That's youthactivities.in, then click on your county. This message is brought to you by the Jasper Newton Foundation, helping our community grow strong and active.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Are you ready to rock?
On the Q, 97.7 FM WLQI.
All righty, time to wrap things up. What a fun day filled with all kinds of great stories from your trip to Washington, D.C. I'm just, I'm so proud and just so excited. It was what a really, really cool trip.
I'm just grateful I got chosen to go.
Yeah.
And it just was an incredibly, it's just an incredible trip. It really was.
Absolutely fantastic. Before we get to a high note, we got to pick our winner for Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til. Sheila Eaton from Rensselaer. You got yourself a $50 gift card to Strachan Van Til. Of course, we play Find the Big Deal every Monday through Friday around 7:15. You guys can call in for a chance to win the gift card, and you get your second chance on our Facebook pages, The Q and 98 Gold. So, all right. Now, we end on a high note.
All right. So our high note is from Whispers from Mom. Today, our hearts are with 6 families forever changed. 6 American heroes will not return home. Others are wounded, beginning battles of recovery that may last a lifetime. The battlefield leaves more than smoke and fire. It leaves absence. 6 empty chairs at dinner tables. 6 voices no longer heard in the hallway. 6 embraces that will be missed every single day. These were sons and daughters who once said, "I'll be back." They were parents who kissed foreheads before deployment. They were spouses who held hands a little tighter before goodbye. Now families hold folded flags and memories that feel both precious and painful. Parents replay the last phone call. Children ask when daddy or mommy is coming home, and the answer breaks hearts. We pause to honor their courage. We pause to lift up the wounded. We pause to pray for those still serving in harm's way. May the fallen find eternal rest. May the wounded be wrapped in strength and healing. May God protect every American in uniform today. May we never take lightly the freedoms secured by such sacrifice. We remember, we honor, and we pray.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out this week. Hope you enjoyed listening to the shows this week as much as I and Cheryl, then one, enjoyed doing them. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we're going to do it all again next week right here in Touhyville. Take care.
This is The Q, 97.7 FM WLQI Rensselaer. Start your day in Touhyville and stick around for Northwest Indiana's best classic rock all day long, right here on The Q.
Time for a check of news.